Many Oregonians are rushing to ballot boxes to cast their votes. It's an election that could reshape the leadership and policies in the state, and people are making sure their voices are heard.
Fox 12's Chandler Watkins joins us now in Portland at the Multnomah County Elections Division. And Chandler, what is the turnout looking like tonight?
Well, when we got here a few hours ago, the line was out the door and down past this corner. There's also several ballot boxes up around the building, and we saw dozens of cars as well as people on their bikes returning their ballots. According to the Secretary of State's office, around 1/3 of registered voters in Oregon have returned their ballots so far.
I think it's important to participate in the democratic system we got.
On Monday, even as the sun went down, voters could still be seen lining up at the Multnomah County Elections Division to cast their ballots in southeast Portland. The same could be said for the ballot drop boxes, where those driving their cars as well as riding their bikes return their ballots as well.
Because this is a really important election, especially because there is the potential that Oregon could swing red. And on top of that, there's a lot of really important measures on the ballot. So wanted to make sure that I did my due diligence and been trying to encourage everyone I know to vote as well.
According to the Secretary of State's office, as of Monday morning, over 1 million ballots have been returned, or around 36% of the total number of voters in the state. Those we spoke with today who turned in their ballots encouraged others to do the same tomorrow.
That's their choice too, but the system works when everyone participates.
This is what we're granted as being citizens, and it's extremely important to make your voice heard. I know a lot of people think sometimes that their voice isn't heard, but with state elections and county elections and city elections, it's especially important because your voice matters even more, being a smaller percentage.
Now, just a reminder, you can drop your ballot off until 8 p.m. tomorrow night, as well as all polling locations are set to be open at 7 a.m. and close at 8 p.m. tomorrow. Live in Southeast Portland, Chandler Watkins, Fox 12 Oregon.
All right, Chandler, thank you. Candidates were out making a final push to voters today. Non-affiliated candidate Betsy Johnson held an event at a Northeast Portland coffee shop this morning following a statewide fly-around last week.
Sentiment that we're hearing from people, especially in the eastern part of the state and the southern part of the state, is that they feel very disenfranchised, very distant from what's been happening in Salem, and frankly, they want their state back.
Democratic candidate Tina Kotek held a neighborhood canvass event in Beaverton this afternoon to get out the vote.
And I think when you're making that decision, think about what you want to do. Do you want to move your state forward? Do we want to solve problems together? That's why I'm running for governor, to work with Oregonians to take on our toughest challenges.
And Republican candidate Christine Drazen made her final stop in a statewide tour at the Clackamas County Fairgrounds in Canby.
Tomorrow, we are going to stand together, regardless of party affiliation, regardless of where you come from in our state, regardless of what you do for a living. We are going to choose change because the status quo has, in fact, failed us.
In both Oregon and Washington, ballots must be postmarked by Election Day or placed in an official drop box by 8 p.m. tomorrow.